do it. Let's do it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Volleyball League of America Men's Tier 1 regular season. We are back. It has been a several-month-long off-season. There has been so much going on, but we are so excited to be back to kick off the next great volleyball season here in the United States, and we've got a banger for you to start off the season this weekend and to start off the season in this match. It is the debut of the North Division 2025 Men's Tier 1 regular season, adding 3 teams and adding the North Division for the first time. We are live from Chicago, Illinois, the great McCormick Place Convention Center, for the Chicago crosstown rivalry between the Chicago Icemen and the Chicago Sweed. No better way to kick off a new season of volleyball. We're getting underway a little earlier than usual. It is early December 2024. This is the first official match of the 2025 regular season. My name is Rob St. Clair, live from my home city of Chicago. Very excited to bring you these 2 matches today to debut the North Division. The Chicago Icemen, a founding 5 VLA franchise, have been in the league since its inception in 2020. 2-time champions in 2020 and 2021. And their crosstown rivals, the Chicago Sweed, in their 3rd season entering here of Men's Tier 1 play on the Volleyball League of America. This rivalry goes back many, many years in many leagues, many formats, from local to national. These teams know each other extremely well. There's some overlap. There's some cross-pollination historically from player to player, team to team. Some familiar faces, some new ones. All the excitement of a brand new volleyball season. We will play best 3 out of 5 sets for the first match of the year. If a team wins the match in 3 or 4 sets, they'll receive 3 points in the standings. 5-set victory is worth 2 points in the standings, and a loss in 5 sets, 1 point in the standings. It will be the Chicago Icemen in light blue on the near side of your screen serving first. The Chicago Sweed in orange on the far side receiving first. Score is 0-0. And it'll be Sunil Thomas, several-time first-team All-VLA setter for the first serve of the season. Prominently featuring the new Franklin FS Premier Volleyball, the official ball of the VLA for 2025 and beyond. And a service error starts off the season. Sweed gets the first point of the year. We'll work on our scoreboard. There it is. Jake Snyder for the Chicago Swede, the setter number 12 in orange, had an outstanding first season in Tier 1 play last year. First look and first ball side out for the Icemen is a beauty. Kyle Overby on the right side, first team All-VLA outside hitter on the right side in rotation 1. And a huge, one of many huge stories, the return of Dave Hancock, number 16 in light blue. About 10 months removed from an ACL tear suffered at the beginning of the 2024 season against Sweed. Had successful surgery, full recovery. This is his first match back in real competition. And that ball is off the block of Hancock and did not touch Ethan Carroll on its way out of bounds. Carroll, number 9 in orange, the outside hitter out of McKendree, back to serve after his first kill of the season. And he comes up short on that one. This new volleyball is definitely going to be something to watch this year. We're really excited to be working with Franklin. This new ball, the FS Premier, the official ball of the VLA for 2025 and beyond, like I said. The teams have been practicing with it all preseason long, but competition is a different beast. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Nice swing over the top in the middle by Paul Balanzik, number 3 in orange. 7-foot monster called Tall Paul for Sweed for very good reason. Balanzik back to serve. Perfect pass by Hancock and a tap down in the middle by the veteran Scott Sawicki. Number 22 in light blue, the middle blocker out of Lindenwood in St. Louis. Recent new dad to his son Carter. Congratulations to him and his wife Alexa. Another exciting VLA debut, Stone Metz, number 23 in blue, gets his first serve of the season, and it leads to a Sawicki block. I think he got a piece of that. Ball came up short into the tape as well. Zachar Pasha, the victim of the Sawicki block, and Stone Metz at the opposite position for the Icemen is a piece I'm really excited to watch. Crazy high flyer, super physical, 6'7" out of TCU. Still relatively new to super high level volleyball, making his VLA debut in this one. Triple block is closed. Dave Hancock comes over to complete the 3-man wall and shuts the door. Chris Bulava, the victim that time. Some Purdue on Purdue crime right there. Hancock and Bulava, former teammates at the collegiate club level at Purdue University, and a good serving run here for Stone Metz to enter his VLA career. Another good one. Perfect pass. Snyder to Sageman. Nice stab by Overby in the 6th position, but unfortunately Thomas just running out of room by a pretty nice crowd of spectators. I love to see this. We are at the JVA Chi-Town Boys Classic, big junior boys qualifier here at the McCormick Place Convention Center in Chicago, and even for the first match of the VLA season, it is 9 a.m. local. The boys players have piled in several rows deep around this court to see these guys play. First swing of the season for Metz. What a bomb out of the back row, but I think that's a back row attack violation. Yes, it is. So good looking swing by Metz down the line, but it will go into the books as an error as he stepped on the attack line. But you can kind of see right there the flashes of the physicality from number 23 in light blue. Big lineup here for the Icemen, at least 6'6" across the board in the attacking positions. Good service pressure by Sageman. Hancock's first swing of the season is a good one, a perfect kill. Kind of into that Langle outside the block, but well inside the sideline, and it is just so good to see Dave Hancock back. Again, after a torn ACL in January of 2024, about 10 months removed from surgery, is back in action, and every one of his teammates talking to him before the match, just so excited to see him back and let him get this opportunity to play again. Although the float serve comes up short that time. Chris Bulava, number 10 in orange, out of Purdue. His first serve of the season. That is right on the sideline. A serve inbounds for Bulava, working 5-5 on the jump spinner. That's mentioning the new volleyball. It's one of the most interesting points about getting used to a new ball is serving it and receiving it. How does it respond to spin? How does it duck and dive on top spin serves? How does it bounce off the platform? Good one there by Colin Merck, and hammered by Overby effortlessly on the left side. 6'6" outside hitter out of Lindenwood, Kyle Overby. He's had an awesome career, been with the Icemen for many, many years. Sawicki keeps that serve in play. Pretty good pass by Bulava, and a turn across the body by Zachar Pasha. Middle blocker out of Grandview University in his second season with Sweed. Another new player to watch, number 88 in light blue for the Chicago Icemen, Tim Lorich, a middle blocker out of the University of Minnesota. Not a great hand pass by Hancock, out of system attack practice. Well, real tough bump set, a rare ball handling mistake there by Merck. And Sweed takes the break point to take the lead 9-7, excuse me. Best 3 out of 5 sets here on a Saturday morning to open the 2025 VLA season. Ooh, not a good serve at all that time by Pasha. Here is Thomas, the outstanding setter out of Ohio State. Really good spin server. Cuts that one short to the excellent libero Eric Shizak, and that is a net violation by somebody. It is against Swede's Paul Belanzik on the slide attack. Not something you see every day. Belanzik going off 1 foot behind the setter. I think he landed, touched the bottom of the net or something of that nature. So break point there for the Icemen for the tie at 9-9. Cut serve there to position 1 for Thomas last time. Let's see where he goes this time. A little more heat working on Bulava, handled pretty well. Carroll against 2 blockers. Merck is underneath it, right on the net. Now Sweed will take an out-of-system swing. Sageman against 3 blockers, over the top and down. What a shot by Isaac Sageman. Number 27 in orange, the opposite out of Northwestern. Evanston born and raised is Sageman, and he has only gotten significantly better with every additional year of volleyball under his belt. Started at the middle blocker position, moved to the opposite a few seasons ago. Ball just out of bounds by the setter, Jake Snyder, on the service line. Mentioned the league debut of the North Division. We added a 4th division to men's Tier 1 this year. These 2 teams played in the Central Division last year. Now the North, which includes the newly promoted Milwaukee Dive, who you will see in match number 2 today. A serve, Overby right off the fingertips of Bulava and out of bounds. Another adjustment to the new volleyball. Looks like it's responding to jump spin serve hand contact pretty well. We've seen it go through a couple guys' hands in open hand receive attempts. Keep an eye on that. 11-10 Icemen lead. Overby again. Overpass by Bulava, handled by Hancock. Great chance here. Overby out of the back row. What a great set choice by Sunil Thomas. I love rewarding Kyle Overby for that service pressure because he is responsible for getting that free ball back because of his serve. Reward him by feeding him that big ball. Love the back row combination play. Expect to see a lot of that, especially from the Icemen. Let's see if Jake Snyder, the Swede setter, puts that in his memory banks and tries to get one of his outside hitters involved on that same play. Overby comes up short that time. Here is Carroll, outside hitter out of McKendree. Excellent pass by Hancock. One-on-one, Mets off the hands of Bulava, and Carroll can't track it down. I think that's the first official kill in the VLA career of Youngstone Mets. Here is Lorich. Nice wrist away range on the right side by Sageman, going down the line off of Lorich and out of bounds. Love that inside-out shoulder action. This Icemen team, very physical, very scary, quite frankly, in blocking across the net. Again, about 6'6" at least on average at every position. Got to have range, got to have vision. It's a good offensive work there by Sageman. Tight pass. Hancock with a smart shot. Bulava's underneath it. Excellent transition chance here. Carroll out of the back row for Sweed. There is the big play in response. A nice cat and mouse game between the two setters here. Snyder gets Carroll going on the back row, and that is a fast ball. A time from the setter's hands to attack or contact. Gives the blockers almost no chance. It's good offense. Bolanczyk, the middle blocker, makes a play on defense. Bulava in transition, off the block of Metz, and inbounds right on the sideline. That is a one-on-one stuff block for the Icemen. Ball just barely inbounds on the Swede side. Metz had a pretty good run on the service line his last attempt, so a 1-point lead here to try it again. Conservative serve that time. Carroll underneath it. And Sawicki slams the door on the Bick this time. Excellent read by the veteran, number 22 in blue. You can see him stay so neutral, waiting to see the release from the setter's hands. Not fooled at all by Carroll that time. Allows Metz to continue his serving run. 2-point Icemen lead. Sageman, good slow down touch there by Hancock. Hancock in transition, roll. That pancake play is made. That ball is up. No, never mind. That ball is down. Snyder didn't quite get all of that ball before it hit the floor. Awesome play all around by Dave Hancock there. Got the block touch to slow it down and the off-speed shot in transition. And with the Icemen opening up a 3-point lead, any team's largest of the set so far, Sweed will call their first of 2 timeouts available this set. So first set of the season, I think the level of volleyball has been pretty clean so far. Teams obviously still figuring themselves out, figuring each other out a little bit, but I like what I'm seeing, especially a new volleyball in the mix. Shouldn't be surprised at all that these two teams, of all teams, will bring some high level immediately upon the start of the season. Huge shout out to Chicago Icemen legend Andrei Diachkov, who's here in the house this weekend. Former Ukrainian national team member. Out of the timeout here, Metz serving again, 3-point lead. Sweden needs side out badly. They go to Pasha in the middle, and they don't get it yet. The third block of the set already for Scott Sawicki. The second against Pasha head-to-head. Sawicki is everywhere, controlling the middle of the court defensively for the Icemen right now. And reception, not the issue for Sweden in this service run. Got to get an attacker going here. Overpass by Krzyzak, and Sawicki again with another one, giving Metz some love for generating the overpass. The run continues. Man, what a VLA debut for Stone Metz from the service line. Serving at this level is not easy. 5-point Icemen lead. Rotation 3 receive for Swede. Would be surprised if they didn't go to Sageman. A decent ball here. No, outside to Bulava, one-on-one against Thomas. Pretty good stab by Overby. Hancock, rip sharp cross court. Excellent positioning by Krzyzak to keep it alive, but a free ball sent over. Hancock again into the block of Sageman, kept alive. Free ball chance for Swede, but Snyder takes the first ball. Sageman buried cross court. Beautiful rip on the right side against 2 blockers, and Swede needed that badly to get out of that rotation in a scrambly, squirrely sort of rally. Fun volleyball so far, ladies and gentlemen. Four-point hole for Sageman and Swede. What can he do to climb out of it? Working on Merck there. Decent ball. Out of system swing for Hancock. That is a good recycle. That definitely touched the block, but a miscommunication, and now Swede gets a free ball. Sageman out of the back row, slowed down, but can't be brought back by the Icemen defense, and a break point for Sageman on his own service run. Brings Sweed within 3, 15-18 the score. Hancock recycled into the block again. A good shot to reset the play. Now we'll get a chance to score against 3 guys. Over the block, dug back to the Icemen side. And Thomas flexes on the joust and wins it. That ball sent out of bounds by Krzyzak. What a play by number 5 in blue. Physicality. An undersized matchup for Sunil Thomas, but he presses late and wins. Smart offensive choices for Dave Hancock there. You see him against 3 blockers. Be able to just intentionally hit a soft shot into the block and cover it himself in some cases. Give his team a better chance to score the next attempt. Ooh, another float service error. Not a miss the Icemen want to see. Here is Bulava, 3-point hole for Sweed. He already has an ace in this first set. Pretty good ball by Overby there. No, a little too tight. Merck is underneath it. Overby straight over 2 blockers. That is incredible high contact point by number 21 in light blue. Jake Snyder, number 12 in orange, is an incredible athlete at the center position, but he is only about 6 feet tall. So as high up as he can get, Overby at 6'6" and an equally high flyer, just has a lot of advantages in his attacking choices. Here is Sawicki. Not great hand contact on that one. Carroll slowed down by a decent block touch, and it falls on the Swede side short. It was a tricky ball. Nobody was really sure what side of the net it was going to land on, and it confused Sageman. And that Icemen break point increases their lead back to 5. Timeout Swede, their second and final. They are up against it here in set number 1 of the VLA season. Some pretty solid breakpoint generation in set number 1 of the season on the Icemen side. Got a couple stuff blocks against Swede's first ball side out. Got a couple overpasses for us. Got a couple dig to transition plays. Swede's side out offense not perfect, but they haven't helped themselves out yet with any particular plays in block defense. And serving, they had the 1 ace from Bulava, but otherwise not much. Got a side out here out of rotation 5. Snyder, the really athletic front court setter, in a good playmaking position depending on the pass against Sawicki. Pretty good rip. Carroll stuffed by Thomas. Wow, that is off, I think, the shoulder of Carroll on its way out of bounds. What a move by the Icemen setter. Don't be fooled by Sunil Thomas at 6'1". This dude is a dynamic athlete and an awesome, if not underrated, front court player. 22-16 now. This is a monumental comeback necessary for the Toucans on the far side. Carroll off the block of Lorich and out of bounds. Taking a rip and challenging the block, and now a service substitution coming in on the Swede side. Number 22 in orange, Relia Speller, the backup opposite out of Long Beach City College. Milwaukee native is Speller. He's played in the VLA for a while, played on the Rising Tide out of SoCal for a couple years. And his first serve of the season comes up short. (23-17) now. Thomas with a chance to end the set in style, potentially with a little bit of service fireworks. Let's see what he's got. Pretty nicely handled by Bulava there. Carroll high off the fingertips, dug by Merck. Overby in transition. Off the fingertips to Snyder and out of bounds. That is excellent defensive transition. And number 3 in dark blue, Colin Merck, several-time first-team All-VLA libero, making another defensive play. What else is new? If you've watched VLA ball before, You have seen that play many times. Set point Icemen to get on the board first in the set column on the season. Thomas with the honors. Beautiful pass by Krzyzak. And tall Paul Bolanczyk goes through the block and down. Sweed stays alive. Pretty good ball by Merck. Metz into the block of Bolanczyk and stuffed. Rotation 1, the opposite and the outside hitters switch on the wings. And Metz is a good left side attacker, but Bolanczyk with his first block on the season slams the door that time. Maybe a little momentum builder for Sweed. Snyder serving again. Pretty good ball by Merck. Repeat to Metz. High flat cross court off of Krzyzak and out of bounds. And the first set of the season is in the books. And the Chicago crosstown rivalry and the Icemen are the victors so far. 25-19 set number 1 score. Teams will change sides for at least, bare minimum, 2 more sets of volleyball on a Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. Welcome back to the VLA regular season.
Jersey on this guy. There is a game after this. Bring him out. Bring him out. He's free agent right now. Yeah. He's not really good. What's new? Anything? Coach Tyson will be back in our island. Just a bunch of classes together. So like that's so much better.
Great.
Because that's the official color, right?
It was no shortage of volleyball reunions at a big event like this. Again, shout out to Andrei Diachkov there in gray in the foreground, former Ukrainian national team member, played for the Icemen for a few years. We got volleyball to play now, though, boys and girls. Sweed now on the near side in orange, serving down 1-0 against their crosstown rivals. What a rip by Stone Metz on the right side out of the back row. Icemen get on the board in the second set in style. Ooh, cut short serve by Thomas. I like that choice. Pretty good ball out to Sageman. And off the high hands of Metz and out of bounds. Man, that level of contact height of both of those guys. Sageman against Metz, that is ridiculous. The net 8 feet high, or I guess it's 7'11" and change in international men's volleyball. But the level that the game is actually played at, so much higher than that. Both Metz and Sageman there meeting at the top of the antenna. Love the chat interaction by the day. Jacob Bernard says 2 favorite cities with 3 favorite teams to watch play. Fantastic day for some volleyball. Couldn't agree more. Thanks for watching, by the way, on our YouTube channel. Get active in the chat if you have any questions or anything like that. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, if you've got any stake in the Chicago crosstown rivalry. Overpass there thrown down by Metz with 2 hands. These are 2 big teams. A lot of size, a lot of great physicality, but a whole lot of skill as well. That ball is inbounds right on the sideline for Sageman. He tried to control that and place it in the deep cross-court corner, and he found it. I remember last year, last VLA season, there was a match that really sticks out in my head. It was these 2 teams playing in the second regular season event up in the Chicago suburbs in Niles, where Isaac Sageman absolutely popped off against the Chicago Icemen in a Sweed victory. I think that really kind of put him on the map and elevated his confidence to be a go-to guy at this level. As you see a triple block there, closed once again by Dave Hancock. But Isaac Sageman, his right shoulder is going to carry Sweed quite a distance this season. And if you're sleeping on the fact that he played collegiate club volleyball at Northwestern, then you're going to learn quickly how good of a player this guy is. Ace serve, wow, float service ace. Tim Lorich, the first ace serve of his VLA career. Lorich moved around a few places, few volleyball hotbeds, lived in Southern California for a little while. He's a Wisconsin native, now living in Chicago with his wife Erica, who's also a really good setter. She's playing on the VLA women's level. That ball popped to the floor, fisted by Sawicki on yet another overpass. Lorich misses that float serve out of bounds long. Now Sageman will get a chance. 6-3 Icemen here. Early second set, but you just get the feeling that Sweed needs a spark. Heck of a serve, but absorbed beautifully by Merck and just destroyed down the line by Metz. My goodness. What a VLA debut this kid is having so far. I could hear some gasps from these junior players in the crowd watching that swing. That is special. The potential is off the charts for number 23 in light blue. Great set by Thomas as well. Not great contact there from Pasha. Pretty good stab by Overby. Metz conservative swing out of the back row, but a little too much wrist away spin. He misses it down the line wide. Bulava from the baseline surveys the ceiling to figure out where to serve in relation to the lights up high at McCormick Place. Working on his former teammate Hancock. Perfect pass, excellent scoop by Kshizak, and this would be effectively a free ball chance here for the Iceman. Not slowing down Sawicki this time. Nice repeat setting there from Thomas. A repeat setter is every attacker's dream come true. Setter that is likely to go right back to a hitter after he's been dug or made an error. Especially in the middle. If a middle gets slowed down, you get the ball back. I love the choice to go right back to him. That ball may have been going out of bounds off the block, but covered by Sageman and then blasted through the block by Carroll. That ball is down through a seam in the block on the floor in front of Hancock. Sawicki again, a little veteran touch that time on a ball kind of down low by his elbow, and he negotiates it around the block of Balanzik. Sawicki back to serve here. A streaky server, to say the least. Got one of the nastiest serves in the league when he connects. That one comes up just short in the top tape. Let's see what Snyder can do here from the baseline. The explosive setter out of NAIA St. Ambrose University. Wow, heck of a serve there. Handled beautifully by Hancock, but a big block in the middle. Bolanczyk swallows up Lorich that time. Tall Paul. Not just big, but an excellent read right there. Sweed within 2. Perfect pass by Merck. One-on-one, detonated cross-court by Overby. Bolanczyk that time, no chance to catch up to that offense. See the reception work of Dave Hancock so far looking incredibly good. He's played all 3 hitting positions in his career. Played middle blocker and opposite professionally over in Europe. Now an outside hitter for the Icemen. Smart recycle by Carroll into the block right there. Now Sageman, another pretty good high swing. Can Sweed take the chance on the 3rd time? They can. Yeah, that ball's down by Bolanczyk through the block and down. 2 smart shots by Carroll and Sageman each to get the ball back on the Swede side. That's what I'm talking about, that recycle play. You can use the block to your advantage. 6 hands in front of you, no need to fear, just make a good choice. Oh, good touch by Sageman. Can this be run down? Yes, it can. Carroll's there. Ooh, that ball may have been going out of bounds as well. Saved by Sweed, now an Icemen free ball chance. Overby through the block of Bulava and down. Pretty good hustle by Sweed trying to chase balls down. But they're unable to grab the break point there, and Overby goes back to serve. Wow, one-handed flick set by Snyder. That ball is right on the baseline. What a fix by number 12 in orange. And that's something that I think a lot of teams learned about Sweed and about Jake Snyder last season in his debut year in VLA Tier 1 is no ball is too high, no ball is too tight for him to get his hands on and make a play. Front court, back court, whatever. This kid can fly. It's a huge asset for Swede's offense. Great block coverage. Hancock's second swing chance. Roll shot in front of Carroll is down. What a coverage play. I think that was Sunil Thomas that got underneath that and took what would have been a stuff block away from Isaac Sageman. Block coverage is very important. It's something that teams at this high of a level practice on the regular. Lorich working on Carroll with the float serve. Sageman off speed. Overby is there. Thomas not quite in the right spot. He keeps it alive, but the Icemen can't quite send it over. Two-point hole for Sweed. See who Sageman targets from the service line here. Pretty good one working on Overby. Handled brilliantly. Nobody up out of the back row. Bulava closes late. That ball was touched. Scramble play, Icemen ball, Overby again, this time through the block and down. That was a really good late diving move by Chris Bulava just to get something up against the Bic there. And kind of an unlucky break for Sweed not to get a better opportunity to score. The Icemen get the side out the hard way, 3-point lead, and Metz back to serve, who's been really productive so far. Pretty good pass by Carroll. Nice off-speed choice. Bulava with the tip in front of Metz diving. Couldn't quite get underneath it with the pancake play. Pretty good clean first ball side out right there for Sweed. And I like some of the off-speed options starting to trickle into the wing game on both sides. Making defenders really get stopped and ready to move forward. Tape trickler, that ball's down. A lucky break ace for Bulava. Tape took all the heat off of that one. And Overby couldn't react in time. Maybe that's the spark Sweed was looking for. A 1-point hole now. Bulava again, rotation 4 receive on the Icemen side. Thomas, the front court setter. Tight pass, and swung on. Look at that by Snyder. Love that choice by Carroll, giving his athletic setter the option. He could have set that ball, but nobody up in front of him decided to tap it down with the right arm. The ball passed by Overby just a little bit too tight. Now we are tied. 2 productive serves in a row for Chris Bulava, 31-year-old out of Purdue. That's such a good pass. Pretty good late touch by Carroll. Thomas to Hancock. What a stuff block by Snyder. Huge right-handed press by the Swede setter. No coverage there. Swede takes the lead. A very good service run by Chris Bulava, but the Swede block and defense coming alive. And having taken the momentum, the Icemen going to use their first timeout of the season here midway through the second set. All right, Swede had a couple counter punches in him. If you see a legend walking around the court with a camera and a Paris 2024 Olympic photography vest, that would be none other than Michael Gomez, legendary Chicago volleyball photographer. Got to go shoot the Olympics in Paris this summer. Great to see Gomez walking around. A lot of media presence here. Shout out to Eric Adams, some of the other people doing media work for the VLA and otherwise. Great to get more and more eyeballs on the VLA every single year, and something that we love to do is play events like this where we're in a convention center with thousands and thousands of other volleyball players of all ages, and they get to see the VLA level firsthand.
What's up? I think so. I probably got blocked.
Out of the timeout, Sweed leads by 1, 14-13. Bulava, I think this will be his 4th serve in a row. Let's see if he can keep the run going. Hancock through the block of Snyder. And an unfortunate deflection for Sweed. The run is over. We're tied up at 14. Anybody's game here in set number 2. Important one for Sweed to get on the board. This will be Swede's only match today. The Icemen will play the second leg of a back-to-back at 11:30 a.m. local against their new North Division rivals, the Milwaukee Dive. Good float serve pass there by Bulava. Carroll is stuffed straight down. Huge block by Scott Sawicki. Just incredible penetration. The left-hand positioning, just outstanding. Takes all the cross-court away. It's a big-time move by number 22 in light blue. Great overseas volleyball career, played in Germany, Finland, I think France, if I remember correctly. Been back stateside as a mainstay at the VLA level for years now. Pasha in the middle. Did he get the fingertips? No, he did not. Underneath that ball, no touch by Sawicki, and now the Icemen on a little string of points of their own. Hancock trying to float serve down the line here, create a little bit of traffic. Now this time going short on Carroll. Nice grab by Snyder. What a great play by the Swede setter. That is that athleticism and physicality at the center position that I'm talking about. Not only is he in the front court and he commands so much attention with his ability to attack the ball, but then to not only be able to attack, but to get up high and set any player is just a nightmare for opposing blockers. All the credit for that no block up look for Sageman goes to Jake Snyder. Obviously a good swing as well to finish it off. And Pasha misses that float serve out of bounds wide. Pretty good pack by Shizak. Pass, excuse me. Ooh, a mistake there by Snyder, going with the two-hand setter dump attempt to position 4, and he comes up missing it wide. A rare setter dump error on that chance, and now Sweed calls timeout. It's actually a pretty crucial mistake. 18-15, the Icemen lead. Moves and counter moves. Back and forth we go here in set number 2. Here is Sawicki serving out of the timeout. Must side out right here on the Swede side to stay within striking distance in this set. Pretty good stab pass by Bulava. Carroll against 3 blockers, dug through the block by Metz. High ball transition chance tight on the net. Sunil Thomas makes a play, but it can't quite be run down as the Icemen go chasing it towards their bench. I'm not sure if that'll be a block or a kill in the stats for Bolanczyk, but he takes care of that ball right on top of the net. A huge point for Swede that they needed. Now Snyder, who has been serving with a lot of confidence, serving here at 16-18. Good rip there. Overby against 3 blockers, straight over the top of the block, off of Bulava and out of here. Not sure if that ball would have been in bounds, but contacted so high and no time to get out of the way. Such good out-of-system attacking by really all the Icemen wings so far in this match, but Overby particularly is so scary just because he's so physical and such great decision making. Perfect pass by Kshizak. Ooh, good dig by Hancock through the block. Great looking transition. Overby off the hands of Carroll and out of bounds. An insurance point in quick defensive transition by the Chicago Icemen. Make sure the score is correct. I think it should be at least 20-16. Yeah, there it is. Thomas cut short. Kshizak all over it. Carroll on the right side. Good wrist-away swing to tool the block of Overby. But side out here for Sweed is the easy part. They need work on their serve right here, right now. Carroll is dangerous. Rotation 1 received for the Icemen. Metz and Overby switched on the wings. Oh, Carroll opting for the float serve. Conservative choice there, keeping the ball in play. Metz tapped down the line against a one-on-one. And right now, Sunil Thomas, the Icemen setter, has Paul Bolanczyk on skates. Against a perfect pass, the middle blocker's job on defense against a perfect pass is the hardest job in all of volleyball. But Bolanczyk is really struggling to keep up with the offense that Thomas is running in perfect pass situations right now. Swede needs more service pressure to help him out. Speaking of service pressure, that one handled brilliantly, and Carroll out of the back row. Look at that combination play, executed to perfection by Swede, facilitated by Snyder. Terrific pass as well. Now Speller comes in once again, the backup opposite to serve. Missed his first attempt in the last set. Down by 3, 18-21. He's just going to float serve, keep this ball in play, and try to make a play on defense. And he does. Good block touch to slow it down. Bulava for the break point. Deep cross court and missed no touch. Not great hand contact perhaps, or was just swinging for the fingertips of the block. And that one coming up empty for Swede is going to be a tough one for the comeback effort. Lorich, number 88 in blue, to serve for the Icemen, up by 4. Sageman, deep cross court, that misses out of bounds as well. 4 hands in front of him and no fingertip touch. 23-18 as the Icemen look to push to the finish line right here. That float serve missed out of bounds by Lorich. like that serve, that movement from right to left by Sageman. Handled pretty well. Recycled off the block by Hancock. Now Metz on the right side. That is a net violation against the Icemen. Good block touch by Bulava, and Metz landed and touched the bottom of the net after the swing. So a break point on the serve of Sageman for Sweed. If they string a couple points together, this set is not over yet. Got to keep putting on service pressure. And as good as that serve was last time, it went to the best receiver on the Icemen side. That ball is inbounds. A serve, Isaac Sageman, right on the baseline. Okay, getting real interesting now. 21-23. Right in between Overby and Merck. That serve could not have been more perfectly placed. With some pace as well. Now this might be the set-defining point right here. Pretty good pressure. Hancock against 3 blockers. Off the fingertips of Snyder. And Sageman almost underneath it, right underneath the up official. Couldn't quite make the defensive play. Clutch out-of-system swing for Dave Hancock. Brings up set point Icemen 24-21. Stone Metz with the honors. Rotation 4 received for Sweed. Snyder in the front court. I like that cut short choice. Bulava rattled through the block of Sawicki. Back to the Swede side. Sageman out of the back row. Dug again. Good defense. Now Hancock for the set. Rolled. Shizak is there. Carroll out of the back row. Blocked, covered. That's 2 contacts. Free ball chance. Sawicki, Thomas, Hancock tipped over. Shizak there again. Bulava cross court. What a diving play by Overby. And that sends over the free ball. Bulava blocked by Sawicki. Wow, a stuff block by Sawicki against a Swede free ball chance ends a crazy rally. And the Chicago Icemen take a 2-0 lead in style, 25-21 on the late blocking effort of Scott Sawicki to push it over the finish line. Wow, fun second set there, back and forth. Swede made it kind of interesting late. But now the Chicago Swede finds themselves in a 2-0 hole in the first match of the season against their crosstown rivals. A lot of work to do. They'll talk it over in the huddle as they change sides. Set number 3 coming up in just a minute. Whew, all right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rob St. Clair. I'm here behind the camera. Not the best camera of all time. My normal camera was having some focus issues, but I wanted to pop on, say hi, welcome you all to Chicago, welcome you all to the 2025 VLA season. I know it's still 2024, but we're getting it started in December a little earlier than usual just because we had the opportunity to play at an awesome event like this. The JVA Chi-Town Boys Challenge is a big event. It is an international, or not an international, but a national qualifier this year on the junior circuit. So big deal, a lot of good teams in attendance, and it's really cool for us to work with a longtime partner in the JVA to put this event on, so we appreciate them having us. Big off season for the VLA. Big off season for the VLA. We're really excited to be back. Notably, 3 new teams in the men's Tier 1 level. We grow from 8 to 11 at that level. You'll see the Milwaukee Dives Tier 1 debut in just a little bit later on today. The Dallas Dogs were promoted into the Tier 1 West Division. And the Kentucky, or I guess they're now the Ohio Valley Unicorns, promoted to the Tier 1 Central Division. So we're really excited to have more talent representing more portions of the country playing at the elite level for VLA Men's Tier 1 this season. You'll see them all play full regular season schedules, including this division here in the North. So a lot of great stuff going on in the offseason. 2 other really important things to bring up. First and foremost, I brought it up at the beginning of the broadcast. Check this thing out. This is the new VLA-specific FS Premier Volleyball from Franklin. You got the logo on it, got the VLA colorway. This will be the standard volleyball for the entire league as the season goes on. We got a different color one in the mix today. But huge shout out to Franklin, the brand new ball sponsor of the VLA. Really excited to be working with them. The players love the ball so far. The other entity to shout out is Novice, our apparel provider. We're so excited to be back working with them, outfitting all of our teams this season. Novice gear is just the best. So give them a look. Shout out to all of our partners. Let's get back to the action. Nice block there by Snyder. High right hand against Overby. Gets Sweed on the board first here in set number 3. Trailing 2-0 and no lineup. No, excuse me. I was just about to say no lineup changes. We have Aurelia Speller into the match, number 22 in orange at the outside hitter spot, in for Bulava. I know he can play both wings. Season debut, at least on the outside. That ball is a replay, I believe. Yeah, I think that just ended up being a premature whistle. That ball was touched by the block and whistled as if it was for contact, so no point awarded on that one. Nice pass by Hancock. Mets tip down the line. Snyder is there. Sageman out of system against 2 blockers. Reacted to off the deflection, dug by Merck. Now Overby off the block of Speller and out of bounds. Puts the Icemen on the board. Yeah, Jacob, you're right in the chat. We need a new VLA backdrop. We need to get all the new Tier 1 teams represented. Get their logos all over the place. Absolutely. Really excited to watch Milwaukee play in a couple hours. Speller on the right side, stuffed straight down by Hancock. Nice move. Reach out to the left hand and take that swing away. Works nicely for Sweed having Speller on the left side in rotation 1 because of so many years he's spent playing hitting the ball on the right. Not his best that time. Now Overby serves again. Tight pass. Snyder gets 2 hands on it. Excellent dig by Overby over the block. Mets in transition, jumped a little early. Speller there on defense. Sageman, sharp cross court off the tape, no touch and out of bounds. So a pretty decent counterattack look there for Sweed, and they do not take advantage. 3-1 start for the Icemen on Overby's serve against Sweed, rotation 1 receive. Pretty good serve down the line on Carroll. 2 big blocks up against Sageman. Excellent stab by Thomas. And Overby sends it over inbounds. Nice scramble by the Icemen. Sweed has to have this. Speller over the top. Nice reaction by Lurich. Into the middle to Bolanzik. Mets there on the help as the blocker. Speller again, this time off the fingertip of Hancock. Down the line, and finally the run is over. Good scrambling there by both teams. But Sweed with enough chances on offense to get out of that rotation. No luck on that serve from Speller trying to go down the line. Now Lorich's turn against Sweed, rotation 2 receive, I believe. Bolanzik with the left hand can only send it over to Overby. Hancock in counterattack, goes off speed and comes up short. It's not quite perfect spatial awareness that time, and a transition chance for the Icemen not capitalized upon. Bolanzik float serve coming in. Icemen receivers way up in the court to try and hand pass that ball. They do, and Sawicki able to put it away in the middle off of Bolanzik and out of bounds. If I'm not mistaken, that is I believe we have a microphone clipped to Scott Sawicki that one of our photographers, videographers, Eric Adams, is capturing some sound bites. I'm very excited to see what comes out of that. So give the league a follow on social media at VLA Volleyball on Instagram. follow all of our teams as well so that you see some mic'd up footage whenever that releases. That's going to be fun. Metz back to serve. Really nice push by Snyder. Off-speed shot is read by Metz. Hancock in transition. Tipped. Carroll is there. Now Sageman rolled. Pretty good stab by Merck. That is alive, but sent out of bounds by Sawicki. I think Thomas wanted to maybe even attack that ball, but I think he remembered at the last minute that, well, he wasn't in the back row. He could have gotten up and sent that over the net if he had decided to. Sageman back to serve for Sweed. Heated up late in set number 2 and a comeback effort. Let's see if he can keep that going. Such a good pass by Overby to fight that off. Hancock high off the block and out of bounds. Textbook first ball side out offense right there. It's really, really good reception work by Kyle Overby. Hot serve coming at you a little high. Fight it off to right about the attack line. Doesn't need to be inch perfect. Just give Thomas options to a smart attacker like Hancock in that case. That ball is blocked again. Wow, another move by Sawicki. Man, putting on a clinic in the middle blocker spot in this match. Scott Sawicki moving so fast laterally and just getting his hands over the net in the right spot at the right time. There's both an art and a science to the middle blocker position for sure. Produces yet another Icemen break point. Carroll again challenges the block this time, gets a better deflection off of Thomas and out of bounds. Pretty good serve by Carroll, going for the spinner this time. Overby out of system. Look at that swing. That is so good. 6 hands up in front of him. That was a well-formed triple block on the Swede side. They did everything they could. They put on good service pressure, set up a 3-man wall, but as in many sports, definitely in volleyball, great offense always beats great defense. Nice pass by Kshizak outside of his body. Overby there to block against Pasha. Now Sageman having to keep his his feet behind the attack line. Couldn't quite take a full swing, and Overby shuts the door in the blocking game. The Icemen look just a fraction more organized, connected, and clean at the moment. I think Swede captain Jordan Smith wanted a timeout there late, didn't get the call in time. And an ace serve by Sawicki, almost. Snyder somehow tracked that ball down. That's still alive. Now Lorich in the middle with a bit of a paintbrush. But the Icemen steal a bit of a bonus point as now Swede does call their first time out of the set. 10-5 Icemen, already up 2-0. And the 2-time champion Chicago Icemen looking to start their season with 3 points in the standings, which they will do if they win this match in 3 or 4 sets. Looking pretty good so far.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. And Lex and Carter.
Scott Sawicki, shout out to the family. I know Patty's watching. I see her in the chat. Love the Sawicki family. Out of the timeout, Sawicki serving up 10-5. Got to unleash this one. Nice pass by Speller. That is a dime. And blasted through the block by Speller as well. So Aurelia Speller making an impact off the bench for Sweed. 2 perfect contacts on that play. Heck of a one-handed set by Thomas. Pineapple attempt there by Snyder is run down easily by Hancock. And unfortunately, a stray volleyball ends that rally prematurely, so we will replay that point. No point awarded. Ball pushed a little too far by Thomas. Let's see if Sweed can take advantage. Speller against 2 blockers, pounded through a seam. I think Lurich was expecting Thomas to push back to the inside and close that hole up a little bit. And Aurelia Speller with 2 kills in his last 2 swings. Swede's within 3. Plenty of volleyball to go here, but gotta figure out a way to consistently generate break points. Nice block touch there to slow down Overby. Sageman out of the back row. That ball is out of bounds barely, not by much. But that set brought Sageman just too far in front of the attack line to take a comfortable swing. Now, I will say, at the opposite position at this level, you're going to take a lot of uncomfortable swings. But I know he'd like that out-of-system set location to be a little bit more friendly. Here's Thomas. Speller against 3 blockers, tipped over the top. Good read by Thomas. Overby transitions off the net, challenges the block of Bolanzik, and he is rejected. You can tell that the Icemen have been practicing their out-of-system offense. What I would like to see, though, is the ability to bump set that ball, or just to set the ball in general out-of-system to the right side of the court. Seems to me like every out-of-system situation, the ball has gone to the left side. That's fine, because they have 2 good attackers and 2 good decision makers. Could score some more points if you get Mets that ball a time or 2. That ball falls a little bit inside for Overby, and he comes up short. So the Icemen offense looking a little bit less clean here the last few points. They do still lead, though, by 2. Perfect pass by Merck as usual. And Metz hammered down the line, no problem. That is a beauty. Plenty of separation left between the Sweed block and the antenna. And Stone Metz, I gotta say, I've been playing against him in random leagues and formats here in Chicago for a long time. I was excited and also curious to see how he would look and how comfortable he would feel playing 6-on-6 super high-level volleyball against these guys for the first time. He looks great. The potential is off the charts for number 23 in blue. I'll keep saying it all season long. Here is Speller keeping the ball in play with the float serve. Metz again, blasted off the block of Carroll that time and out of bounds. I really like this setter matchup a lot, just watching Snyder and Thomas, 2 really good athletes with a lot of great options around them, obviously, but they are the quarterbacks of their respective teams. That ball is inbounds right on the sideline by Carroll. That was a beauty. Great angle by number 9 in orange. But one of the really cool things about volleyball, especially with 2 setters that know each other, as these teams have played so often, is that they really kind of ebb and flow off of one another's decisions. They take cues from one another. They feel momentum with their hitters versus opposing blockers, and just so many split-second high-level decisions being made, and it comes down mostly to those 2 guys. It's really fun stuff. Nice block touch by Carroll. Coverage there for Overby. Now Hancock out of system against 3 blockers. Another good high swing. Merck will set Hancock again. And this time high off the block and out of bounds. Man, that is a clinic. Absolute clinic and out of system attacking right there. Just excellent choices. And again, Sweed is doing a good job setting up, like trying to trap the Icemen into 3-man block situations. The Icemen attackers just keeping the ball so high and making such good decisions. That ball really spinny. Snyder gets hands on it cleanly. Metz makes the play on defense. Hancock tipped. Snyder is there. Sageman blocked by Sawicki and can't be covered. What a match Scott Sawicki is having. First match since becoming a dad, and he is everywhere in the blocking game. Shout out to his son Carter. What an impact number 22 in blue is having. 4-point Icemen lead. Metz at the baseline. Didn't give himself a great toss. Pretty easy serve. Speller out of the back row. Another one for Scott Sawicki. Unbelievable match for number 22 in light blue. The man is everywhere, and his longtime friend Kyle Overby just like shaking his head and laughing. Oh my goodness, this is fun to watch. Sawicki goes to the sideline at the timeout, tongue out, laughing. Good vibes all around on the Icemen side. Man, talk about a difference being made from the middle blocker position. Scott Sawicki has his fingertips all over this match. Out of the timeout, Metz serving again. 5-point Icemen lead. If Sweed has an answer, they need it right now. No luck. Ace serve, Stone Metz flawlessly splits the receivers. Clean, untouched ace. It is 17-11. And I hate to do this. I hate to do this so early. But to me, it feels like this match is over. It feels like the Icemen have all the answers right now. That is a foot fault by Metz, so Sweed takes the point. It will take a miracle for the Chicago Swede at this point. They've got a good server at the line. The Icemen just really in control at the moment. Nice fight off pass by Hancock. The ball attempted to be set to Sawicki, ended up going over the net, and now a free ball here for the Icemen. Confusing play there. Sawicki in the middle is blocked by Carroll and can't be covered. Okay, that was a weird scramble. Yeah, that first touch by Snyder, I guess, was considered a block. That's what the Icemen are asking about, maybe 4 contacts. Gives Sageman another chance to do some damage from the baseline. Perfect pass by Merck, just so good. And a one-on-one block, Jake Snyder. Wow, nice move by number 12 in orange. I thought Hancock had so many options there. Chose the only one that didn't produce a point, and Snyder shut the door on him. Look at that, Hancock getting some coaching there from his former teammate Andrei Diachkov on the sideline. The run continues for Sageman. It's a free ball chance here for Sweed. Oh, yet another block by Scott Sawicki. This looked like a little tentative and indecisive there from Ethan Carroll. This is one of the better blocking matches I can remember for a VLA middle blocker. Scott Sawicki is just everywhere at the moment. And now Hancock will serve as the Icemen lead is back up to 4. Snyder rescues a tough pass. This is basically a free ball chance for the Icemen now. Sawicki blocked and covered. Pretty good stab by Thomas. Hancock keeps the ball in play. Sweed needs this point. Carroll cross court, and that'll do it. Okay. Ethan Carroll responds. 3-point deficit now on Carroll's serve coming up for Sweed. Yeah, you do not want to float serve Merck necessarily, but not a perfect hand pass there. Metz goes through the block and down out of the back row. There's so much command in the Icemen offense led by Sunil Thomas. It takes a lot of effort to make them uncomfortable. Sawicki got a chance to really put the nail in the coffin right about here. Ooh, the pineapple. Look at that front court setter play. Jake Snyder getting up high for that one. Excellent pass by Speller as well. And the deep right-handed tip to the position 5 corner. Loy Ball would be proud. Chris Bulava, who started the match at outside hitter, back into the match this time as a serving specialist, and he rips a jump spinner there. It comes up short. Four-point lead for Thomas and the Icemen. That is inbounds. They serve right on the baseline. A couple late clutch clean aces for the Icemen into that same spot, the 5-6 seam. In this case, between Speller and Carroll. That's the exact area I would be targeting. And apparently Thomas agrees. That was a beauty. 21-16 for some insurance. Let's see if he can add some more style points. Another brilliant serve! Passed right to the net. Overby up quick and slaps it to the floor. And an overpass doesn't count as an ace, but it is the next best thing that a server can produce. Thomas and the Icemen 3 points away from a season-opening victory. Carroll underneath that one nicely. Bolanczyk slowed down. Metz a little out of rhythm on the right side, but he confuses the Swede defense, creates the scramble, and they can't pick up that ball. Speller ended up on the ground. Kshizak ended up on the ground. 23-16. The Thomas run continues. Might as well finish out the match at this point, Sunil. Standing right in front of me. I hope you can hear me. Excellent blocking. Carroll underneath it in coverage. And now Speller gets the second chance and puts it away cross court in front of Merck. Nice reactionary coverage play right there. Snyder misses that spin serve just out of bounds long, and that brings up match point. 7 chances for the Chicago Icemen to defeat their crosstown rival and put 3 points in the standings to kick off the 2025 regular season, and Kyle Overby will have the honors serving against Swede's rotation 1 receive. Sageman and Speller switched on the wings right now. Beautiful pass by Kshizak. Bolanczyk in the middle, blocked and gets his own rebound. Sageman rolled, Overby is there. It's set by Thomas all the way to the right side, and that'll be reaching over the net, called against Metz. Shrugs like, what do you want me to do? That ball was entirely on the Swede side, so 1 match point saved, but now Speller needs some serious heroics. Rotation 2 receive for the Icemen to end it. Thomas has Metz, Lorich, and Hancock as front court options. And Speller can't quite keep that serve inside the baseline, and that will do it. The Chicago Icemen start off the season at home in the Chicago Crosstown rivalry with a pretty convincing 3-0 sweep, 25-18 there in set number 3. A perfect start to the season for the Icemen. The Sweed, this is their only match of the weekend. It does end in a 3-0 loss, but there is a lot of season left for them, most certainly. I'm excited to see them navigate their way through the rest of the season, and they're very capable, as both the other teams in this North Division know. It is the Icemen victory for now, though, and they get another match to play. They'll roll out several new faces, or several different faces in the match coming up against their new North Division rival, the Milwaukee Dive. Make their Tier 1 debut in just over an hour, 11:30 a.m. local time. So the Icemen take the 3-0 victory. I will grab an interview or two with some of the Icemen guys here in just a minute, so stick around. Hold this. Let me make sure you're... Loves you. Yeah. Peanut Gallery loves you, Dave. We've got some fans in the house. This is Dave Hancock, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rob St. Clair. Perfect start to the season, obviously, for the squad. Yeah. We can talk about yourself in a minute, which I would love to do. But crosstown rivalry, familiar team, home game. The preseason's all led to this, and you come out playing basically perfect volleyball. What was the thing that you guys think you did the best today against your crosstown rivals?
I think we served the best. Last year we looked at the statistics, which is the first time we had done that, like really dialed in.
Like ace to error ratios?
Ace to error ratio was like 32 to 128 or something.
It's like 1 to 5, 1 to 6.
Ouch.
It's a big ratio. And so our idea coming in is we have our guys who are going for it, and then everybody else first serve is like really dialed into your 80%, make it, find our target that we're focusing in on. And I think it reflected that. We got a lot of serves on their not their libero, which was our game plan going in, and then we played really good out of system offense, and just played our what we're capable of in the rallies. So
I wanted to ask about the out of system offense piece, because even when Sweed was able to make you guys a little bit uncomfortable, which was rare because I thought you guys passed nails, your out of system offense looked so like clean and polished in the decision making and the out of system set locations. What are your keys to practicing that and putting yourselves in the best decisions, either to recycle or score or whatever it is?
I mean, first off, a lot of just setting, like generally, especially with the new ball. We've really focused in on like the first half of practice, getting a ton of touches with the new ball. Shout out to Franklin Sports.
100%.
And it's a good ball. So we've acclimated to it well. We've enjoyed getting to know that, but then also like really focusing in on everybody needs to be able to set. When that ball is up there, like our setter ideally gets the ball, but if he's in a position where that's going to be compromising him, everybody else has confidence to step in and set it, and then just the hitters expecting where that ball is going to be. There's a little bit margin for error, so the hitters are able to shorten their approach, get the ball high, and if they put up a good block, which they did quite a bit, we just recycle and run it back.
Yes, they did. I thought they put up a lot of really good, like, disciplined three-man blocks, and you and Kyle in particular just made such good choices that it took some of those advantages and those plays out of the game. That was very impressive.
Yeah, it was really nice. I think we had a ton of recycle points that those are the momentum breakers where they get a good pass out of your off or out of your serve, we get a good touch, and just we recycle, and then we can turn the rally to our favor.
What's your favorite part about playing with Sunil Thomas as an in-system setter? Because
he's awesome. Like I just had a second kid, and he's still just like dialed in. Comes to practice, you can tell he's like tired, but still just dialed in. And like knows exactly where the ball needs to be, and like is very communicative in like when we're not in our rhythm of like how this ball is going to be set, and he can make changes on a dime. So it's really a treat, and we get spoiled.
Couple new dads on the team. What did Scott Sawicki do just now in the blocking game? Because that was one of the best blocking performances I can remember in VLA history.
I think he had double digits.
It was close.
And it's nearing his blocking from the last match I can think of is like Central Cup when he went off in the championship there. He also was serving quite well in that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 2 years ago he won the MVP of that tournament.
So, yeah, I mean, we have some huge pin blockers, and like just being disciplined and like knowing like that our middles are always there, and when we go up on the pins, a lot of hitters are not going to want to go down the line, and our middles work their butts off and get there and set it up, and the ball goes where it goes.
You've played the middle blocker position. You know what that's like.
Yeah.
So I told the story a little bit on the broadcast, but for yourself personally, obviously, this has been a rough year.
Yeah.
You played against this Sweed team in what, late?
10 months ago.
10 months ago. That's about what I guessed. Yeah, throw me a volleyball. Thank you, Eric. Shout out to Franklin. So 10 months ago against Sweed, you're about to win the match 3-0, and you land and tear your left ACL.
Yeah.
That the recovery process to get back to this point, how rewarding is it just for you to feel the ability to play on the court again and just to have fun playing at this level?
It feels great. Like it was just a pleasure to be out there, a pleasure to get back to practices like 6 weeks ago, getting back to doing what I love and loving and being with the guys. You know, I was able to make some of the travels and just see them, but the group of guys we have is a special group, and we have a ton of fun. Even when we're not playing volleyball, when we're not playing good volleyball, you know, like it's always a good time with the guys, and so happy to be back for the season kickoff, and hopefully we can just roll from here.
Well, it's awesome to see you back. That is a brutal injury and tough to recover from physically and mentally, and you look like you haven't lost a step, and it's great to see you back there, buddy.
We'll keep working on it. We'll see you.
Love it. Congratulations.
Thanks, Rob. Well done, dude. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Great match. Another one coming up in a little over an hour. Icemen versus Dive. Stick around for Milwaukee's Tier 1 debut. Going to be some good ball, and then we'll keep flying into the rest of the VLA season. Thanks for watching.
Dave to talk about the ball at all? Perfect. That's all on YouTube, right? We're discussing how